Welcome back, everybody, to another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. It's Randy, of course, the one who actually battles. No shade to Robbie, though. But we are back once again against Hamakaze this time, also known as Trainer Red from Twitch. One of the regulars on Twitch. Big shout out to him if he's watching this. Probably not, though. But, of course, we are battling in the OU tier, as what 99% of people like to do on Twitch. You know, viewers mostly. Before OU, I would play a lot of NU and PU, but when I started streaming, I had to learn OU. And I was really bad in the beginning. I was horrible. And granted, this is like early to mid ORAS. So, I wasn't even playing like really a lot of XY. So I didn't even experience like much of anything. So, I mean, technically I started battling like extremely late Black and White / Black White 2. But I didn't know what I was doing. I just threw stuff together and I couldn't even EV train correctly. So, but I didn't actually start doing legitimate battling until 2016, early in that year. Early that year is when I first started doing it. So, but anyway, let's look at the teams real quick. Of course, my team is built around the powerful, the mystical GIRAFARIG, the greatest of all time. It's the greatest mon ever. It's just the greatest thing. It's Nasty Plot 3 attack, Side Shock, Hyper Voice, and Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt for those Celesteelas, and even after Nasty Plot, I barely two-shot, so that's pathetic. I did consider running Electric MG, but I think I'm running it on. Actually, I'm not running any team move on this team, so that's kind of bad. I Mega Blastoise is Spinner. Kartana is Scarf, just to kill, Pheromosa, which is still legal. From the day I'm saying this, I'm not sure if it will be by the time this goes up, because this is going to be up in a while, but he's got a pretty standard team. Conkeldurr is pretty cool, though. I love Conk and Roserade. Pretty awesome mon to see. But I do have my lovely team here, but, I have AV Magazone. I got Choice Band Zygarde, which I really love right now. It's a fun mon to use. One of my Mew sets, which is really weird, is Stealth Rocker. Timid, max speed with a bunch of coverage moves, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt, or Volt Switch. I can't remember which one. I think it's Volt Switch. So it's a really weird mon, but it's more of just a layer for Landorus and Ferrothorn. So pretty fun mon. But anyway, the biggest threats of course on this team are Pheromosa, which 6-0s if Kartana dies, and then of course T-Tar is actually kind of a threat as well because I have a stupid freaking GIRAFARIG. But I have a feeling GIRAFARIG's gonna put in the work, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and get started. Hope y'all enjoy. Leave a like for GIRAFARIG. And please share, your comments and let's see, suggest a fun mon to use in OU. So I've been trying to use a lot of them, so make sure you throw them in the comments. So get the battle started. I'm challenged by Hamakaze. I lead Blastoise here, as he leads with the Charizard. So we get it. It's Thorn, but it's actually Charizard. He has no Ferrothorn, by the way. So pretty cool. Cancel starter. Face off. He does Mega. I'm not sure why. I guess he was so confident Solar Beam would do a lot. So I mean, I stayed in because I'm going to go for Surf here. I don't have Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump probably could have killed, but Surf probably doesn't. I don't know the calc on it, but we built Mega Evolve here. I am running the standard spread, 184 health, 72 speed for OU, at least last gen. So he does go for the Solar Beam, and I know I can tank. If he's timid, I have an 18% chance to live. If he's modest, I have a 68% chance to live, but he actually decided to crit me. But like I said, if he was modest, the roll is in his favor. But if he was timid, it was definitely in my favor. So it didn't really matter which one he was. But crit sucked. But he had a bunch of stuff in the back that would kill me anyway. So I guess it didn't really matter in that sense. But getting damage off on Zara would have been nice. But what can you do? So going to Zygarde, he probably can't touch me. Although if he is modest, Fire Blast probably is really close to two-shotting. So, but excuse me. You go for my Bandit 1,000 arrows because he's not immune to it. He will die because of his. Well, I think the first hit's neutral. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, he wouldn't have died. But let's go into this thing. I do switch on to Magazone. I figured he'd go for Nature's Madness, making a play. So as he does, and Magazone actually he's a pretty good mon in this battle because assuming Zard or Pheromosa is not in, or Conk actually, so I can get a nice hit off here. So I do go for the Flash Cannon here. I could have went for T-Bolt because he has no ground immunity, but Flash Cannon was safe in case he wanted to go into. Thunderbolt was safe in case he wanted to go into Zard for some reason and be ballsy. But that wouldn't make sense. But he does have the red card on Roserade, which kind of caught me off guard, and it does send me back into Zygarde, which was fine by me. I figured this thing was probably a bulky spiker, so I just stayed in here and clicked 1,000 arrows, Choice Bandit 1,000 arrows, and he just died after that Thunderbolt damage. He just died with a crit. I'm not sure if it mattered because these things special defense are great, not his defense, but he crit me earlier, so I guess we're even, but I don't really play like that. But he does go to Pheromosa. Of course, Ice Beam is the obvious play here. I just go into I believe my Mew here, because this is my only mon that can take the Ice Beam. And then and something funny is that like Scarf Mew's been on my stream a lot. Well, I take it back. I had leftovers, so I go on the Mew here, and I was kind of hoping he was Scarf, so I made a really ballsy play here and just went for Stealth Rocks, assuming he wasn't Scarf. He was Scarf, but he wasn't Scarf, so he just killed me. So I didn't see an item, but I saw Bug Buzz there, so I assumed he was fighting MZ or normally MZ. So at least I knew it was an item, so that's my whole goal there. So I go to Cortana. I am Choice Scarf. I figured it wasn't Sash because it had special attacks and it was probably a Z move, so made the ballsy play over Smart Strike and just knocked it out. I am Choice Scarf, so I guess he wasn't expecting it. I did bring it in for a reason though, so maybe he thought I was Sash and just thought I could play it that way, but you know, unfortunately it did work out. So he does bring out Zard, and because I have nothing really to deal with Zard anymore, I had to stay in and click my +1 to Zard Strike because Magazone dies. GIRAFARIG probably doesn't outspeed if he's running Modest, if he's running Timid, and of course well, you know, Magazone dies as well. So I had to stay and get the damage off, getting in range of Zygarde. That was my main goal here. So I do go on the GIRAFARIG, and I know I'm faster because I couldn't kill it in one shot. That's why I went for the attack. So he does go for Protect, which I was like, what? Who runs Protect? So I guess he just had it for his 4th move because sometimes these things run like Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Solar Beam, and then like a 4th move usually Roost or Tailwind, or I've even seen Flame Charge or Air Slash. But I do go for Hyper Voice or Thunderbolt. He goes into Conk. I do double out because I figured he would probably go into T-Tar, but he does go into Conk instead. So my double was bad. So I do go for Thunderbolt just to see if he's AV or not. And judging from that damage, I'm pretty sure he wasn't AV because I'm not Choice Specs. I'm actually Assault Pass. So, but I don't know my calcs. But I do go for Volt Switch after that. I'm surprised he didn't Mach Punch there. And assuming he didn't go for Mach Punch, I knew he didn't have it. He could not have Mach Punch. There was no way he didn't. There's no way he did. So make the ballsy playing on the GIRAFARIG here. I didn't really need it at this point, so that's why I went into it. So Mach Punch would kill me, but I assume he didn't have it because he didn't go for it. So do go for Side Shock, and I'm able to knock out the Conkeler. So nice kill from GIRAFARIG. That's 1. But unfortunately, his T-Tar can come in and just paralyze me. And I was assuming it was just like a Stealth Rock T-Tar, so it wasn't a huge deal. So he does go into it. And, you know, I'm assuming he's just going to either click Pursuit or even Stealth Rocks, assuming I would predict Pursuit. So I do go for Thunderbolt here. It's the only move I have to hit this thing. But and I do get a Para, which was, you know, awesome. Because it turns out this T-Tar was actually freaking Dragon Dance. And as considering all I had was Zygarde, which he had Ice Punch probably. And then, and that's all I had, Zygarde and then Mag, a little bit of health, I would have probably lost this battle. So GIRAFARIG got the clutch paralysis, 10%, and just completely neutralized his T-Tar, which probably had a Z move, honestly. Or no, I mean, Fair Mouse probably did. This thing probably had like Life Orb, but I'm able to outspeed now because of the paralysis, and it is completely countered his Dragon Dance. Zygarde clicks 1,000 arrows. He goes into Feeny here. I knew I could take a hit. I knew I could, so the best play was just going to click it twice. 1,000 arrows, so do click it. His last one is Zard after this Pokemon, so you know, just getting into range. You know, as long as I have health to take on Zard, that's all I needed. So he does go for Nature's Madness. So I guess he didn't have Moonblast, or maybe he called a switch into my my Mag, but my Mag was already pretty much dead. So I'm not sure why. I guess he didn't have it. Maybe he had Surf instead, which was what I was running early on in the meta. But do go for it again to kill it, and Tapu Fini is down. Last one is Zard at around half, thanks to that Banded Smart Strike from the Cortana, which is ended up being crucial because, like I said, the first 1,000 arrows hit is not super effective. It's actually just a neutral hit. So here, I made a play. I was afraid that maybe a flamethrower would kill. I'll take it back. Never mind. I go for it because I didn't know what his 4th move was, but he go for Air Slash, and I was like, what? I got flinched at level 1 HP. 1. So I switched out. I had to go for the E-Speed kill. That flinch definitely saved him the game. And the E-Speed probably wasn't going to kill Zard, but I had no other play. So I just popped on the Mag, sacked it off. Because you know, I had to. Because I'm a Choice Banded, so I had to swap out. So I do go into Zygarde here. Adamant, Choice Band, Zygarde. Can Extreme Speed kill? I left on 1 HP, guys. It was insane. I was salty in the beginning because of the flinch, but go for the E-Speed, and it helped to knock it out. And I actually do knock it out, and Zygarde picks up the clutch 1-0. And that was the battle against Trainer Red. Again, another close one between him and I. Really fun battle. Again, it ended up just being a few big plays happened there. Cortana's Smart Strike is getting damage off. the paralysis on T-Char was huge because it probably won the game. It most likely had Ice Punch coverage along with Crunch, Stone Edge, or Superpower, one of the three. But either way, as long as it had Ice Punch, it had the coverage to win the game. So that paralysis was huge, huge. So I definitely got this one by hacks. The Zard set was interesting. I'm not sure why it had Air Slash and Protect. So and he had no Focus Blast, so that's the interesting part about it. Now that I realize it now. So, but I guess he had Pheromosa and Kong, so that was a pretty fair assumption. But anyways, nonetheless, it was a fun battle. GIRAFARIG put in the greatest work. It was MVP. I would call it MVP, but Zygarde did the work, but GIRAFARIG saved the battle. So that's what I call MVP in my book. So hope you all enjoyed. And again, suggest your heat mons in the comment section below. Mons I can use in OU, but nonetheless, hope you all enjoyed. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.